5 pros and cons, 5 pros and 5 cons of homeowners associations. Across the U.S., homeowners associations are on the ascent. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 59% of newly constructed homes in 2014 were part of homeowners associations. That's up from 46% in 2009. More accurately, closer to our time frame, they're definitely up and they're very popular. So what's the draw of homeowners associations? By the same token, what are the drawbacks? A well-run and managed HOA, homeowners association, can be a blessing, and a poorly managed one can be a curse. Hi, I'm Mark Renner from Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. I'm known as Mr. Omaha. That's my logo in the upper corner of the screen. I want to talk to you today about homeowners associations. My wife and I lived in one for over 20 years, so we absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, I'm on the board of my present homeowners association. But there are good things about them and there are bad things about them. So let's talk today about the 5 pros and the 5 cons of homeowners associations. The 5 pros. Your neighborhood will look good. Generally, an HOA establishes rules to establish the neighborhood, to ensure that the neighborhood looks sharp. Usually these rules are in the covenants of the homeowners association as to what services are going to be served. In my case, my lawn is maintained, cut, mowed, fertilized. My driveway and all snow removal is taken care of, and it really helps the look of the neighborhood, and it helps us on our maintenance costs. Number 2, you'll enjoy access to amenities. Some homeowners associations have amenities such as a pool, a fitness center, parks, children's playground, and security gates. In Omaha, usually that homeowner association just might have a security gate, but doesn't have those other amenities. Your maintenance costs will be shared. HOA dues are earmarked for maintenance of shared spaces, and this includes your community lawn, community snow removal for your own property and care of your lawn, and upkeep of common areas. So it does help in our maintenance costs, but it certainly is convenient. It's a great way to live. So we can leave town in the winter, we can leave town in the summer. We don't have to worry about our lawn, our driveway and snow being taken care of. We can just go. And number 4, you've got a built-in mediator. Involved in a tiff with your neighbor over that big oak tree that's losing its limbs, you can settle some confrontations with your neighbors by taking your grievances to the homeowners board or management company. But one of the things that people don't know is that HOAs are not there to enforce covenants. If you want to enforce a covenant, such as your covenant say all houses must be painted earth tone colors, and somebody paints their house Easter egg pink or chartreuse, then HOA does not have the ability to make them change. One neighbor must sue another neighbor. However, peer pressure will keep people from doing what I just mentioned about those colors. And number 5, you can get to know your neighbors. People who live in a homeowners association do gather and get together for different neighborhood parties and things, unlike other neighborhoods that I've lived in. This is my second homeowners association, and it's not quite like my last one, but it's similar. In my last one, we had 3 or 4 houses. We were all empty nesters. We all shared different common interests, common things for fun, and we like to travel. So, for example, when my neighbor would get on a plane to go to Florida for some time during the wintertime, I had the code to their garage. I would drive them to the airport in their car, their gas, and then when they came back, I would pick them up in their car, their gas. So you do get to know your neighbors and have some more closeness that you might not have otherwise had. So here's the 5 cons of the Homeowners Association. Number 1, you'll fork over your HOA dues. When buying a home in the community with an HOA, you've got to add HOA dues to your budget. The dues vary, but typically run in the hundreds of dollars per month. Well, that's not necessarily true. I'm reading from an article given to me by Berkshire Hathaway. My homeowners association is $110 a month. Some of them are $120, $150. It all depends upon the amenities they want to offer. And my last homeowners association, we voted to have our windows cleaned outside once in the spring and once in the fall. My present homeowners association doesn't want to do that. Consequently, my dues are a little bit less. Your hands will be somewhat tied. If someone buys a home in the community and wants to make changes to the property, such as an addition of an enclosed patio, it normally must be approved by the HOA's board. It's possible that an HOA could prevent certain updates on a home, and that's definitely true in the neighborhood that I've lived in. We had some people who wanted to build a shed out back. Well, sheds are not allowed according to our covenants. So we just told them they couldn't do it, and they didn't do it. Number 3, you might be hampered by an HOA's financial woes. If an HOA is facing financial problems and is ensnared in a lawsuit, it could harm your ability to obtain a loan for a home and hurt sale prices in the community. The Homeowners Association that several of us and myself joined the board, we were $30,000 in the hole because the last people that ran it didn't know what they were doing and ran it into the ground. We have since solved those problems, worked with our vendors, and we're now way in the plus column. You'll lose some of your freedom. When you live in a community governed by an HOA, you have to follow its rules, even if you think they're ridiculous. So you do, however, have the option of petitioning the Homeowners Association to change any rule you don't agree with. And number 5, you might be the victim of a rogue board member. This is a board member who decides to flout the rules and do whatever he or she wanted. For instance, the rogue member thought the community needed speed bumps to slow down speeding drivers, so he had them installed. That move caused a neighborhood uproar. The process to take out the speed bumps and remove the rogue homeowner from the board cost several $1,000s, including legal fees. When there is one rogue homeowner, it can really mess things up. Problems also arise when homeowners stop attending HOA meetings, as Strata said, and it's left to a small group of people to make decisions. The board of directors is made up of your neighbors. If you want to have a say in how things go, you have to serve on the board. So I thank you for watching my video today. I'm Mark Renner. I'd love to talk to you about buying or selling any properties you have. This is a very unusual market, and it takes some knowledge to navigate the market, and I have that knowledge. Call me at 402-690-1687 or email me at mark@markrenner.com. I thank you for watching today. Have a great day and be safe.